What's up, guys? Welcome back. So pretty much, as you guys seen on the last video, pretty much I didn't really do a lot to the car. We got the braking system done, brake tug done, the rear brakes ran all the way to the back, and from there basically I became really tied up with creating roses for my daughter. So I spent the last couple of days doing all that stuff. So let me go ahead and show you guys exactly how they turned out. I still have a few more to make, but it's like 3 of them that I gotta make still. Other than that, they should be done here shortly after. But then hopefully we can finally get started on the engine. I did pull it out from the corner so that way we can get started on it here soon. It's not gonna happen yet. I'm going to go ahead and finish the roses. I got to do this whole dance thing, and then from there we'll go ahead and get back on track. But yeah, let me go ahead and show you guys how the roses came out. Let me know your guys' thoughts, guys. And I know this is not car related, but it's just something I wanted to do for my daughter. My daughter asked me to do it, so I figured why not. And honestly, it benefits me later on to helping me afford her dance and buy her stuff. So yeah, these are the way the roses turned out. And yeah, these are the ones that I sell when I need to make extra money for my daughter. As you can tell, I still have some other ones back there I need to make, but those will get done later on. So once all these are sold out, then basically hopefully they sell out at this dance thing, then we can get back on track and finally start working on the engine, because we still got to do the whole timing setup to it, make sure all of that is good, and then also make sure the timing on top for the cams and all that is good also. I'm reaching out to Dana, see if he can give me a hand on it, because honestly I know nothing about the K-Series on how to time these or what to do with them. You know what I'm saying? I'm very new when it comes down to the K-Series. So hopefully here in the next couple of days we'll get started on it. I just wanted to give you guys an update so that way you guys don't think that I'm gone. But yeah, roses are almost done, guys, and I guarantee you guys now we are going to finally get started on the engine so we can start putting that into the engine bay along with the transmission and honestly the transfer case, which is down there, I believe it is. So yeah, let me go ahead and finish up this stuff, but I just wanted to give you guys an update, and let me know your guys' thoughts of the roses, guys. But yeah, see you guys in a little bit. Alrighty, guys, so we're back. It's a new day. I wasn't recording as I was just trying to prep everything, find everything that I have for parts, so that we can start putting things back together again on the car. As you guys already seen on the last clip, pretty much I got busy taking care of my daughter, doing her roses for her, and I still have some roses left over. So if any of you guys are interested in some, bang my line. Who knows, maybe I'll have some. But for right now, what we ended up doing was pretty much, like I said, I wasn't recording. I was just honestly making sure that I had everything to go. So I do have all of the titanium hardware along with all the items here for the motor, such as the hardware for the timing chain cover and everything else. I'm going to go ahead and take off the titanium hardware off the transmission so that way I can repaint it and make sure that it is clean and good to go. I'm going to be doing the same thing for the engine, so the engine is outside also. So I just want to make sure everything here is ready to go. I also made a trip yesterday up to Brandon, we have Shit Up's house, because I had to pick up a transmission for another friend of mine that I helped him source a transmission. So that is a transmission right there. And then I've also, honestly guys, just been busy with orders from the carbon fiber hoods and the fiberglass hoods, since I did come out with a new K24, and I'll make a video on that also. But pretty much I'm just gonna go ahead and continue. What I've been doing right now is, like I said, just sourcing all the parts that I have so that I can have everything in order. And then honestly, I've just started chasing holes and threads so that way I can start putting all of the mounts into the chassis. So I started chasing these right here. I had to put a bolt in it to hit it in with an impact, bring it back out, you know, and start cutting it back open, making sure that it holds. So basically that's what I've been doing to basically all of the hardware. I did it to this one and I did it to that one. So that one's set to go, this one's set to go. I might end up taking these brackets to go get them repowder coated, because it does have all this little primer in between the pitting of the vein gray, and I'm not digging it. So I'm going to go ahead and see if I can remove it with the acetone cleaner. And then also I need to pretty much grind this section down here of this other bracket that goes to the driver's side mount, so that way it can clear and it won't take off my paint, because yeah, I don't want it to take off my paint. So yeah, I'm gonna go ahead and continue and see what we can get done, and we'll go from there, guys. So let me go ahead and start grinding this down so we can get this to slide in there and lock into its position. Alrighty guys, so pretty much they have a problem. I ended up chasing all of the holes and all the bolts and all that stuff, so that way when I painted, I wanted to make sure everything would go in smoothly, and unfortunately we ran into an issue. So one of my damn hardware bolts has honestly broken off from the frame. I chased it, I don't know what happened, I tightened it. Once I got barely to tighten in it, it broke off the bolt. So what I got to do now is pretty much make a hole on the inside of the frame here, which I've already started to do. I made a hole up there. I'm gonna go ahead and cut a section out of it and then see if I can go ahead and get that bolt out of there. So right now there's pretty much gonna be some noise later on in the day because they are cutting down our palm trees now because it was overgrown. So now I gotta get them to go ahead and take down this damn tree because it is absolutely destroying my car and I cannot have that. So let me go ahead and get this done so we can take that bolt off. I did order a new one from G Development, and along with some other hardware that I needed for the engine bay to make it look a little bit better piece by piece. So let me go ahead and cut this, and let's go ahead and see if we can extract that bolt. So unfortunately that is going to be a pain because there's another one inside of it, which freaking sucks. So I'm gonna go ahead and see if I can drill it out somehow, and yeah, let's just see if we can open it up and we can get to that damn bolt so that I can at least weld it on, or honestly just extract it from one side and holding it from the other side. So yeah, let's just keep going at it, I guess. Alrighty guys, so it is the next day, and yesterday I did end up cutting off that bolt. I ended up making the hole a little bit bigger, so the nut did come off. I had that here. Unfortunately I did gouge the bracket, but it's alright because you're not going to be able to be seen, or it's not going to be able to be seen on the bottom, as the motor will pretty much cover it all up. So I'm okay with that. I'm not really bothered by it. I wish I wouldn't have gouged it still, but it is what it is. So here you can see that it is gouged, but I think we should be okay still. So pretty much all the mounts are in. I am gonna have to order brand new hardware for these mounts here because these are just too short. As you can see over here, it does not give it any threads on the outside. So I'm gonna go ahead and order those from G Development because these are actually from Speed Factory, and it is what it is, and I just have to order new hardware from there. So yesterday I ended up putting the timing chain cover on just to get a feel for the colors and everything else of what I want with this color, and this just does not go with it. So this is going to get either powder coated again, different color. We still got to do the whole timing chain setup and everything else for this, so I'm not tripping about that. So all that will be taken care of here shortly, either on the next video, because I am going to go ahead and give this whole engine a coat of paint also. So what I want to do just to keep progress going is I'm going to remove the front bumper so we can put the intercooler on, and also the condenser and the whole thing for the AC unit, and make sure that is all aligned. And I may have to make new brackets on the bottom and weld them so that way we can get it done correctly, because they were kind of off last time. So let's just go ahead and continue and make a little bit more progress on the car. Alrighty guys, so as you guys can see now, as you guys seen, we ended up installing the intercooler, the condenser for the AC system, and also the bash bar here. I did chase the bolts here. These bolts do have like a tapered end, so I made sure I tapped them first, or I chased the threads because of the paint that possibly got into them. So I did do all that to make sure we wouldn't get no cross threads. I ended up doing the same thing to that bolt over there, but unfortunately it is what it is, and something else ended up happening. But pretty much we got this all pretty much mocked on and set up already. I kind of wanted to ask you guys if you guys thought we should change the color of the accents that's going into this car. I'm just asking for an advice. I was kind of thinking of switching it up to a few colors. I do like the blue, and I do like the contrast that it has with it. So I was thinking about repowder coating this, repowder coating some other parts to match it more. But I was also thinking about changing it over to like a purple, or honestly a slime green, a neon green. And the main reason why was because of the name of the channel. That way it would have something of it, right? But I'm not really sure yet of what I'm gonna do. I'm really just trying to get a feel for it and see how it's all gonna go. But I'm gonna go ahead and continue seeing what else I can get done today, as I really can't do much because there's a complete mess. And I want to try to get into that on the next video, the motor, getting everything situated, so that way at least we can get the motor pretty much put in place. But in order for that to happen, I gotta have the hardware to lock in the motor mounts, and then I gotta have, you know, camber kits to be able to put it back on the floor. But I'm gonna go ahead and put the bumper on. I kind of want to see what it looks like with that on it right now, and then hopefully you guys are stoked as I am for the car to finally start making some progress in seeing some sort of life back into it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get the bumper on and see what it looks like. Pretty much already on its basically final stages, because either way the bumper's still gonna have to come off, but I just really want to see what it's gonna look like. Alright guys, so pretty much as you guys seen, now all of the interior is put back into the car. So we do got both the bucket seats inside. I already pretty much vacuumed everything, made sure all of it, all the cat hair was out. I know it's gonna get dusty still because it's just the nature of things, but I would rather have everything inside the car than outside of the car, and that is my main issue at the end of the day. So pretty much, as you guys seen, this is pretty much gonna wrap it up for the rest of the video. I did end up putting the bumper on it. We are gonna have to do some modifications to it still, as it is still hitting. I'm not sure what's going on, but this needs to be trimmed out here so that it fits over the intercooler. It fit before without any issues, and now I'm having these issues. And over here, same thing with that coupler. But again, huge shout out to Gus Automotive Anatomy for the license plates for the car. But yeah, pretty much, guys, we're gonna wrap it up here. Again, just to recap, we ended up putting all of the interior back inside, put the dashboard back inside along with the S2000 cluster, front seats, rear seats, everything is cleaned up now. We ended up putting the motor mount brackets for both sides, so that's all done. We also put the intercooler and also the AC condenser inside. Hopefully on the next video, guys, we'll be able to do a little bit more work to the car after my son's birthday and all that. So mainly I want to concentrate on the motor now, of getting it painted, getting it assembled, so that way we can put it in the car once and for all, finally. And then from there we can go ahead and move to all the suspension with the new camber kits and basically suspension, put everything, lower control arms back on, put everything back on, I guess. So with that being said, guys, catch you guys on the next one. Till next time.